सर्वभूतानां
द्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च
मैत्रकरुण एव च
मैत्रः करुण एव च
मैत्रकरुण एव च
निर्ममो निरहङ्कार
निर्ममो निरहङ्कार
समदुःख सुख शमी
सुख समी
समदुःख सुख क्षमी
सुख समी
संतुष्ट सततं योगी
दुष्ट
यतात्मा दृढ़ निश्चयः
आत्मा दृढ़ निश्चय
मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्
मयि अर्पितो मनो बुद्धि
मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्
मयि अर्पितो मनो बुद्धि
यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः
यो मे भक्त समय प्रिया
यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां
अदेष्ट्वा सर्वभूतानां
मैत्रः करुण एव च
मैत्रकरुण एव च
निर्ममो निरहङ्कार
निर्ममो निरहङ्कार
समदुःख सुख क्षमी
मदुःख
संतुष्ट सततं योगी
संतुष्ट सततं योगी
आत्मा दृढ़ निश्चयः
यतात्मा दृढ़ निश्चय
मय्यर्पित मनो बुद्धिर्
मयि अर्पित मनो बुद्धि
यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः
यो मे भक्त समय प्रिया
द्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां
दृष्ट्या सर्वभूतानां
मैत्रः करुण एव च
मैत्रकरुण एव च
निर्ममो निरहङ्कार
निर्ममो निरहङ्कार
समदुःख सुख क्षमी
समदुःख सुख क्षमी
संतुष्ट सततं योगी
संतुष्ट सततो योगी
आत्मा दृढ़ निश्चयः
यतात्मा दृढ़ निश्चय
मय्यर्पित मनो बुद्धिर्
मयि अर्पित मनो बुद्धि
यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः
यो मे भक्त समय प्रिया
अद्वेष्टा not envious sarvabhutana for all living entities maitra friendly karunaha kindly eva certainly cha also nirmamaha with no sense of proprietorship nirahankara without false ego sama equally dukkha distress sukha happiness shami forgiving santushta satisfied satatam always yogi engaged in devotion yata atma endeavoring dridha nishchayah with determination maye upon me arpita engaged manaha mind buddhi intelligent ya one who madbhakta my devotee saha me priyaha he is dear to me translation one who is not envious but one who is a kind friend to all living entities who does not think himself a proprietor who is free from false ego and equal both in happiness and distress who is always satisfied and engaged in devotional service with determination, and whose mind and intelligence are in agreement with me, he is very dear to me.
अद्वेष्ट्वा सर्वभूतानां मैत्र करुण एव च निर्मम निरहंकार समदुःख सुख क्षमे संतुष्ट सततं योगी जतात्मा दृढ़ निश्चय मयि अर्पितो मनोबुद्धि जो Madhbhakta Same Priya. So, this Krishna consciousness movement means how to become dear to Krishna, how Krishna will love me. Krishna loves. Krishna says that he is no one's enemy and no one's friend. That is in neutrality. But he says, Jetu bhajanti mang bhaktya tesu te mai samohang sarvabhuteshu. The talking stop. Samohang sarvabhuteshu name deshasti na priya. God must be equal to everyone. He is neither envious to anyone nor friendly to anyone. This is general. But there is special significance. Jetu bhajanti mang bhaktya. Persons who are engaged in devotional service with love and faith. Te sute mai. I have got a special, intimate relation with him. It is not partiality. Just like if a gentleman has got 5 sons, and out of the 5 sons, those who are very obedient to the father, or one of them, 2 of them, naturally the father is inclined to them. That is not partiality. That why the father is inclined to some sons and other sons indifferent. That is natural. As we have got this natural instinct, similarly, God has also the same instinct. If we study ourselves analytically, we can understand what is God. Because we are the sample of God. Mamai mangsa jiva bhuta. Sample, just like if you take 1 drop of water from the sea water, you can't understand what is the chemical composition of the whole sea. It is not very difficult. Similarly, if you study yourself, what are your inclinations, propensities? There are so many things. So everything what you have got, this same thing God has also got. The difference is that you are like a drop of sea water and He is vast sea, that's all. Big quantity. Quantitatively we are different. But qualitatively we are one. The same quality. If you are cooking rice, you take 1 grain of rice and you press it. If you see that it is now soft, then the whole rice is cooked. The sample. There is a bag of rice, you take a few grains, sample. You can understand what is the quality of the whole bag. Similarly, what is God? That is not very difficult to understand. Simply you have to study yourself. Nitya nityanam, chetana chetananam. But not that you are God. You are sample of God. Now, we being very intimately connected, because we are all sons of God. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarva jonishu kaunteya sambhavanti murtayaja tasang mahajjani brahma ahang bija padapita. Krishna says, I. I am the seed-giving father. Not only human society, but there are other societies, animal society, bird society, beast society, vegetable society, insect society, aquatic society, they are also Krishna's son, God's sons. Therefore, Krishna says, one who is actually devotee and wants to be very dear to me, his qualification must be Adeshtya Sarvabhutanam. He must be non-envious to all living entities. Nowadays, a fashion has become Daridra Narayan Seva. This is nonsense. What is the Daridra Narayan Seva? Why you are taking care of the Daridras? If you have got such vision, such outlook, that in everyone's heart, that's a fact. Everyone's heart there is Narayan. There is no denial. Ishara Sarvabhutanam. Riddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. Ishara, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is situated in everyone's heart. If you have got such vision, you are seeing in everyone the Supreme Narayan, then why should you designate only the Daridras? Others also, you should see dog Narayan, you should see Kutta Narayan. Why Daridra Narayan? If you have got such broad vision, why you are taking particular? No, that is imperfect vision. You cannot send the Chag Narayan, goat Narayan, to the slaughterhouse and allow the Daridra Narayan to eat the meat. This is not Bhakta's business. This is demonic. Bhakta's business is, here it is clearly stated, Adeshtya Sarvabhutanam. You should be equally kind to everyone, to the Daridras, to the Dhanis also. Here everyone is Daridra because everyone is lacking knowledge. So nobody is rich. Here the so-called rich is also Daridra because he has no knowledge. And the so-called Daridra is also Daridra. Because everyone's knowledge is the bodily concept of I am this body. But Krishna does not say that a particular body is very dear to me. He says, Sarvajani Sukauteya. All species of life. They are all sons. They are simply in different dress. We are sitting here, so many people in different dress. That does not mean that one who is in black dress or dirty dress, he is not a human being. He is also a human being. Or one is dressed very nicely, he is also a human being. That is Pandita Samadarshan. That we should not see to the dress. We should see inside the dress. What is the inside in the dress? Similarly, Krishna says to Arjuna that Dehinasmin Jatha Dehi. Dehina Jatha Dehe Kumbharajo Valagjara. One has to see Asmid Dehe, in this body, there is the Dehina, the proprietor. Dehina means one possesses the body. That is spiritual vision. The spiritual vision is one who is advanced in spiritual knowledge. He does not see the outward dress, but he sees within the dress who is living there. Asmin Dehe, Dehina. Dehina, Dehi means the possessor of this body. I am not this body. You are not this body. But you possess this body, just like you possess your shirt and coat. Similarly, you possess this body also. The gross body made of material elements is your coat, and the subtle body made of finer material elements, mind, intelligence, ego, that is your shirt. And within that coat and shirt, the real living entity is there. So one who has such vision, one who is learned in spiritual understanding, he is called Pandita. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmani Gavi Hastini Suniche cha Sapake cha Pandita Samadarshina. Pandita Samadarshina. That is the real vision. Pandit means he sees. There is for a advanced spiritualist, advanced Krishna consciousness person, there is no such distinction. Here is American, here is Indian, here is Brahmin, here is Shudra, here is Hindu, here is Muslim. No. He has no such vision. He has the vision that within this body the spirit soul is there, that is part and parcel of God or Krishna. He is suffering on account of different dresses, different concepts around. Therefore, he should be released from this misconception of life. That is called Pandit. The whole world is going on under this misconception of life that I am this body. And under this misconception, he is thinking that I am American, I am Indian, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Brahmin, I am Shudra, I am black and white, fat and thin, all these things. This is called ignorance. Therefore, Shastra says, Jasyatu buddhi kunapeti dhatuke, anyone who has got this conception that I am this body, this bag of bones and bloods and flesh, Saeva gokhara, he is no more than the cows and the asses, that means animal. The whole world at the present moment is going on under this animalistic concept of life, animal civilization. Everyone is busy to take care of the body, but nobody knows how to take care of the proprietor of the body. That he does not know. Therefore, Krishna says, who is devotee, real devotee? Not only real devotee, who is very dear to me. Devotion means the activities. My Guru Maharaj used to say that you don't try to see God. Just try to understand. Just work in such a way that God may see you. This is the Krishna consciousness movement. Everyone is busy to see God. Of course, it is not so easy to see God. But a devotee is not busy to see God, but he wants God to see him. Because just like if you are working in some establishment, if you are working very nicely, faithfully, then the proprietor will automatically see you. Don't try to see the proprietor. Work in such a way that the proprietor will be inclined, well, this man is working very nicely, who is this man? So that is our business. That is the teaching of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Not that we go to God and beg our daily bread. That is also good, because that is good in the sense that the atheists, they do not even agree to accept the authority of God. Better than them, anyone who is going to the temple or the church and asking for bread or something material benefit, that is good. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita that Chaturvidha bhajante mam sukritina arjuna. Those who are pious, whose background is piety, such persons divide into 4 classes. Artha, Arthati, Jigyashu, Jnani. 4 classes. Artha means distress, and Arthati means in need of money. Artha, Arthati, or some material benefit. And Jnani, one who is searching after knowledge, and Jiggasu, inquisitive. These four classes of men, if their background is life of piety, they go to God to pray, my God, my Lord, give me some money, I am very poor, I am very distressed, kindly mitigate my distress. Or Jnani, they are searching after actually what is God. Or inquisitive, simply inquiring what is God. So there are four classes whose background is life of pious activities, they go to God. And those who are, there is Sukritina. Sukritina means those who are background is pious activities. And just opposite number, Duskritina. Those background is impious activities, sinful activities. Such person, namang duskitinam mudha prapadanti naradhama, the lowest of the mankind, full of sinful activities. Naradhama, naradhama means lowest of the mankind. Why lowest of the mankind? Because mankind means those who are interested to understand God. That is mankind. Otherwise dog kind. The dogs and asses, they are not interested to know what is God. It is the prerogative of the human being to understand what is God. Therefore, a man who has got this human form of body does not inquire about God. He is Naradhama, the lowest of the mankind. Namang duskitinam mudha, and rascal, ass. Namang duskitinam mudha prapaddante naradhama, maya purhito jnana. Oh, some of the atheists, they are very learned scholars. But the answer is maya apurhito jnana. They are superficially very learned, but actually their real knowledge is taken away by Maya. Maya apurita jnana asuri bhavamasi. Just like Ravan, he was very learned scholar in Vedas. He was son of a Brahmin. And materially he was very, very opulent. But because he did not care for Rama, he is addressed as Rakshasa. This is he was also a great devotee of Lord Shiva, but still in the Shastra he is described as Rakshasa. So Maya Apurita Jnana Asuri Bhavamasita. So this is the position. Therefore, Krishna directly says, how you can become devotee or dear to Krishna. In other words, how you will be seen by Krishna. Krishna is seeing your activities, but especially to take care of you. Krishna takes care. As soon as you become a devotee, immediately he takes care of you. Otherwise you are under the care of Maya, this material energy. Prakite kiramanani gunai karmani sarvasa. So long you are not devotee, you are simply, just like if you are a candidate or criminal within the jail walls, the caretaking person is the jail superintendent. He is taking care, there is taking care, but the care is taken by the jail superintendent. But if you are a free citizen, the government personally or the king personally takes care of you. That is the way. Similarly, Krishna says that Sarvadharman parittajya mamikang saranang braja aham tva sarva papi bhamokhoisami masucha. This is the way. If you actually surrender to Krishna, then he personally takes care, not by Maya. Otherwise, Ishara sarvabhutanam riddeshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani maya jantra rurani maya. if you do not become directly under the care of Krishna, then you are under the care of this material energy. He takes us the same way as this jail superintendent takes care of the criminals. Similarly, those who are criminals, non-devotee, does not care for God. They are under the laws of material nature. Daivijesha gunamai mama maya duruttaya mameva ja prapaddante. That is, jail superintendent business is to correct the criminal so that he may become a right citizen, a lawful citizen. Similarly, this Maya's business is to give you always trouble. Tritab jantrana, adhyattik, adhibhautik, adidai. Just to kick you, those who are non-devotees, just to correct you to become a devotee of the Lord. Unless you become devotee of the Lord, the kicking of material laws, stringent laws of nature will go on. Therefore it is said, Daivijesha gunamayi mama maya duruttaya mameva ja prapaddante maya me tang taranti. As soon as you surrender to Krishna, as soon as you surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there is no more jurisdiction of Maya upon you. Then you are free. To become liberated means to become liberated from the controller of Maya. That is liberation. Therefore, those who are devotees, they are already liberated. They are not under the control of the external energy. Manchabhya vicharini bhakti yogi na ja sevate sagunana samatitva etana brahma bhuyaya kalpite. People are trying to become Brahma without caring for Krishna. That is not possible, sir. As soon as you surrender to Krishna, then you become immediately Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, na sochati na kankhati, samas sarvesu bhutesu, mad bhakti labate param. That is wanted. So, everything is described very nicely in the Bhagavad Gita. Do not misinterpret foolishly, try to understand as it is, and your life will be successful. This is our propaganda, Krishna consciousness movement. Krishna consciousness movement, that we are presenting Bhagavad Gita as it is. And it is being accepted all over the world. So, here Krishna says, the adhyastya sarvabhutanam. You should not be envious to any living entity. But the present civilization is to become envious. Envious. I do not wish to criticize anyone, but this enviousness is the basis. This nationalism means this is also enviousness. Why foreigners will come here? This is enviousness. Why not? Who is foreigner and who is national? Everyone is son of God. Why should you distinguish? But because there is no Krishna consciousness, this discrimination between man to man, animal to man, and so many discrimination, even taking from the national point of view, national means anyone who is born in that country. But because one happens to be animal, although it is national, still it is sent to the slaughterhouse because there is no Krishna consciousness. If there is Krishna consciousness, then the government or the leaders should be equally favorable to the man, to the animal, to the trees, to the plants, to the insect, to the everyone. That is called Krishna Bhakti or Krishna consciousness. Adhyastya sarvabhutanam. Maitra. Treat them just like your friend, Maitra. A devotee is friend to everyone. He does not want to kill even an ant or a mosquito. That is devotee. Maitra, to everyone, friendly. Maitra Karuna. Karuna means kind. A devotee is kind to everyone. It is not that Krishna consciousness should be spread in India or among the Brahmins or among the Hindus. No. A Krishna conscious person will preach Krishna consciousness all over the world as far as possible. That is called Karuna. Adhyashta sarvabhutanam maitra karuna evacha nirmama. Nirmama means without claiming any personal proprietorship or any nepotism. Nirmama. Everything belongs to Krishna. That is the fact. Krishna says, Bhoktang sarvajagyanam sarvalokamaheswaram. He is the proprietor. God is actually proprietor of everything. Why shall I claim this is mine? Nothing belongs to me. Everything belongs to Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. Nirmama. Nirahankara. Nirahankara means this false egotism. I am this body, I am Indian, American, I am Hindu, I am Muslim. No. Nirahankara means I am Krishna's servant. That is Nirahankara. Ahankara. Ahankara means my identification. What I am. That is called Ahankara. Now, my identity is with this material world. I am Indian, I am American, I am this, I am that. That should be negativated. We must come to the right conclusion that I belong to Krishna. I am the son of Krishna. I do not belong to anyone. This is called Nirahankara. Sama dukkha, sukha. This material happiness and distress. Because I am not this material body, if I am actually convinced. So, the pains and pleasure of this material world is due to this body. Just like because I have got this material body, I am feeling some heat, therefore fan is required. Similarly, by this body, in the winter season, I shall stop the fan. So under different season, my body feels differently pains and pleasure. But actually, if I am not this body, then I should tolerate all these pains and pleasure. This is called sama dukkha. Matra sparsha sukonteya shitosna sukha dukkhada agama apayana anitya tanga titikkasya bharat. We should not be disturbed by these material pains and pleasure. We have to execute our spiritual consciousness business. That is called sama dukkha, sukha. And chami. Chami means khama, excuse. Especially devotee is always attacked by the demons. Even the non-devotee is a father. We have seen in Prahlad Maharaj's life. Because Prahlad Maharaj was devotee, even his father was enemy. What to speak of others? So devotee will have to meet so many enemies. Just like we have got this from the life of Lord Jesus Christ. When he was being killed by others, he said to excuse them. God, they do not know what they are doing. That is devotee's position. Chami, always excusing. We have to learn this. So these are some of the qualities of the devotees in the 12th chapter. Some of them are being described in the Bhagavad Gita. We are narrating. Then santushta, satisfied. Satatang yogi. A devotee should not be dissatisfied in any condition of life. He should remain satisfied because he knows that my pains and pleasure are now dependent on the will of Krishna. Not now, always. So if Krishna desires that I should suffer like this, why should I bother? Let me suffer. Santushta. These are many verses to support this. Tattenukampa susumiksamana bhanjana evatma kritam. A devotee, when he is put into distress, he thinks that it is God's kindness that is giving me little pain. And although I should have suffered more, this is devotee's view. He is not, disturbed by any kinds of pains and pleasure. Santushta, satatang yogi. Even in distress condition, he also thinks of Krishna. Therefore he is yogi. Yogi namapi sarvesam madgata antaratmana. A devotee always thinks of Krishna. That is devotee. Yogi, jatatma, he does not neglect his duty, his devotional service. And dhira nischaya means he believes in the word of Krishna. Krishna says, sarva dharman parityajya mamekang saranang braja. A devotee believes in this, that I have nothing to do, simply to surrender to Krishna, then my all business is done. That is confirmed in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishna bhakti koile sarva karma krita ha. Simply by serving Krishna, all other duties are discharged. This is called dhira nischaya. Krishna says, sarva dharman parityajya mamekang saranang braja. And the devotee takes it very seriously. That is called dhira nischaya. Dhira means firmly convinced. Yes, if I surrender to Krishna, all other business is complete. That is confirmed in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Saddha sabde vishya sudhira nischaya. Krishna bhakti kaile sarva karma krita. This is the process. Dhira nischaya. Mayarpito manobuddhi. Mind and intelligence is always focused towards the lotus feet of Krishna. Mayarpita. To the form of Krishna. That is real meditation. Dhyanavastita tadgatena pasyanti jang yogi. You come to the temple, take the impression of this Radha and Krishna, and always think of him. That is the highest, topmost yoga system. Therefore, the deity worship is very important. If you are engaged in deity worship, you always get impression of Krishna and Radharani. And if you think of Krishna and Radharani always within your heart, then you become the topmost yogi. Mayarpito mano buddhi. Jo mad bhakta. In this way, one who executes devotional service, same priya. He is very dear to me. So if you want to be dear, if you want to be seen by Krishna, if you want to be seen by God, follow this instruction and your life will be successful. Thank you very much.